Hello there, it's just me, your old buddy Grizzly Jim. I'm back in the woods again. It's another lovely day. I have another bow to look at, so let's do it. So what we have here is the Bearpaw Omaha, and it's a 68-inch AFB longbow, flatbow, American flatbow. Very simple shape, simple D shape, very traditional kind of shape. There's no reflex to the limb. It's got a chunky solid grip made from Amasokwe, micarta, white maple. It's got black glass limbs. Limbs are made of maple. Now the limbs are a little bit chunkier than some of the other bows I've been looking at, so it kind of worries me that it's not going to be as efficient as some of the other things we've looked at, but we'll have a look when we get out on the range. Comes in poundages from 25 pounds all the way up to 55 pounds, obviously left and right handed. It's got a decent little shelf on it. It's cut proud of center, so it's not cut to center or past center. You've got a little bit of a shallower shelf on there, which puts it in the right sort of ballpark for longbow AFB categories in certain organizations. What else? Limb tips, again, pretty elegant limb tips, quite dainty. Not quite as pretty as some of the Bodnik bows. I mean, generally the Penthalon stuff's sort of not a lesser quality, but it's not as fancy as the Bodnik stuff. Comes with a whisper string on it. Like I mentioned in previous videos, I don't like these little brass knocks, because when you take the string off the bow, and if you do put it in a bow sock, that little knock, there's always going to be a little sharp edge, and that's gonna mess up your bow bad times. So we don't like that. But it's yeah, it seems like a bit of a workhorse of a bow. Price point, I think it's around it's over 300 pounds, which for this type of bow, being a Penthalon, I don't know, it seems a little bit on the pricey side, but the proof of the pudding is gonna be in the eating. So we're gonna get out to the woods, we're gonna shoot a little bit with it, we're gonna see what we got, we're gonna have some fun. But it's really nice being back out in the woods making traditional bow reviews. This is definitely my happy place. So without further ado, let's get out there, let's shoot it, and let's see what we got going on with the Omaha. There's a little bird sitting on a stick on a log, just directly in front of the kill zone.
Rainy days don't seem so wet, stormy nights don't stay. From the moment that we met, you were worth the wait. Oh, this could be the best thing that I'll ever know. Talk for hours and never slept. Two silhouettes on the concrete steps. We watched the sun as it slowly crept from the horizon to the place we met. Oh, this could be the best thing that I'll ever know.
So we've come to a beautiful shot down here, nice bedded deer. Again, probably about 25 yards, nothing crazy, but I just wanted to put a few arrows downrange with it and kind of express my feelings of what it's like to shoot the bow. Now, I made the same stupid mistake as I did with the other one. It's still got the metal knock on it, so I am getting a bit of a sore nose, but like before, the things I do for you guys. But let's just drop a few down. Now, this bow It shoots a lot better than it looks, I think is probably the best way I can describe it. It's a classic D-shaped bow, so you're going to get a bit of thud when you shoot it. That's the nature of the beast. I'm not a huge fan of these kind of AFB type bows. I think maybe if you were shooting it the way it was probably intended with some like sort of decent wooden arrows, they're going to take a little bit of the punch out of it, I think. But it's a straight shooter, and it's shooting a lot better than I thought it would. I kind of wrote the bow off when I first started shooting it, or before I started shooting it, I should say. But yeah, we'll talk more about it in a bit. Let's shoot a couple more. It's it definitely shoots better than it looks. I'm just going to leave it at the 3, but yeah, I didn't think it would be quite as efficient as it is. But let's go and get these arrows, and then we'll shoot a little bit more. Then we'll have a bit more of a chat about it.
Rainy days don't seem so wet. Stormy nights don't stay. From the moment that we met, you were worth the wait. Oh, this could be the best thing that I'll ever know. Talk for hours and never slept.
So that has been the Penthylon Omaha from the guys over at Bearpaw. It's a 68-inch longbow. Honestly, I was conflicted about this bow. When I got it out the sleeve for the first time and looked at it, I wasn't overly impressed. It just didn't do anything for me. I wouldn't say it's an ugly bow, but it doesn't really do a lot for me. It just seems like a bit of a generic workhorse bow. I wasn't expecting much, and for the price, I think maybe it's a little bit overpriced for what it is. And I didn't think it would be very efficient because that's quite a thick limb. But saying that, actually shooting the thing, it shoots really well. It's nice and smooth on the draw. There's a kick to it when you actually shoot it, but that is kind of the nature of the bow with this shape of bow, this kind of D-shaped AFB sort of non-reflex bow. You are going to get a little bit of a shock to it. The more reflex or recurve you have in a limb, the less hand shock you're going to get. That's what that does. It eliminates that. But yeah, it shot really well. I've been shooting way better than I have done for ages, but I think that's just me getting back into the swing of things when it comes to archery, and I'm enjoying shooting again. I think that helps. But this shot far better than I thought it would. It's a better bow than it looks. Bit of a strange opinion, but yeah, it is what it is. It's bows are a personal thing. You might look at this and think, wow, that's a sexy bow. And if you do, great. I'll put a link in the description so you can go and check it out. Being a Penthylon bow, it doesn't have the 30-year warranty that the Bodnik bows have. It's only got a 2-year warranty, so that's something to bear in mind. But still, 2-year warranty on archery gear is pretty good. It's pretty standard across the board. But again, yeah, you've got a short riser section, long working limb. That makes it a little bit smoother to draw. But yeah, I've just really enjoyed shooting it. I didn't expect to, but the cast is good. It's got a really flat trajectory, which for a £30 bow I wasn't expecting. But yeah, that's just the Penthylon Omaha. Like I said, there's a link in the description if you want to check it out. But thank you for watching. But you take care, shoot straight, and I'll see you on the internet. Bye-bye. I'm not going to do that. You lucky people. Is that creepy? It's just me, your old buddy. Hello there. It's just me, your old bah, bah, bah. One of them will be right. Okay, so I'm going to jiggle you. I'm not a violent man. How dare a car drive past? How dare? Kill him. It is a bow. Looks like another couple of. Hold on, I've got it written down here. It's. I've just noticed there's a fly on the lens of the camera, which. There we go. I'm sorry about that. I think I'm going to leave that in.